Welcome viewers. Agreeing to a proposed trial date in the classified documents case could be a double-edged sword for Donald Trump, according to former federal prosecutor Joyce Vance. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. The former president is currently facing 37 criminal charges in the case, following an extensive investigation by the Department of Justice and Special Counsel Jack Smith. Among those charges are 31 counts of willfully retaining documents containing sensitive and classified information about the defense and nuclear capabilities of the U.S. and foreign nations, a violation of the Espionage Act. The case is being overseen by a Trump appointee, Judge Aileen Cannon, who has ruled favorably towards the former president in the past, raising suspicions from the legal community about her motivations. Cannon initially set an August trial date, but on Friday, the judge requested a delay until December 11 in order for Trump's lawyers to obtain security clearance. Vance, a former U.S. attorney for the Northern District of Alabama during the Obama administration, wrote in a Substack post on Sunday that accepting or rejecting the December start date could be a bit of a double-edged sword for Trump. She said that Trump is unlikely to accept the proposed date, at least not without the intention of asking for a continuance as that date gets closer. Many observers have expected Trump to try and delay the trial as much as possible, potentially allowing him to squash the case altogether should he win back the presidency in 2024. Trump is currently leading the growing pack of candidates for the 2024 presidential nomination, with polls regularly giving him a double-digit lead over his closest competitors, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and his former Vice President Mike Pence. General election polls are less definitive, with some giving him a lead in a proposed rematch against Joe Biden and others giving the incumbent Democrat the edge. Vance wrote that pushing back against a date could result in additional troubles for Trump as the court works to ensure a speedy trial. If Trump objects to a December trial and asks for a date after the first of the year, the government will undoubtedly demand a ruling that he cannot use rallies, campaign events, and primary dates as an excuse for further delay, she said. Since it would be entirely reasonable, under the government's proposed schedule, to try the case in December, if Trump asks for additional leeway and the court grants it, there is no reason it shouldn't come with conditions that ensure the people get their right to a speedy trial. Nada is the co-defendant in the 37-count indictment against Trump on Espionage Act charges, and it was revealed this week that Wiles is the unnamed PAC representative mentioned in the indictment as having been shown a classified map by Trump. And on Friday night's edition of CNN Primetime, noted to CNN analyst Errol Lewis the position both Nada and Wiles find themselves in as they continue to associate with Trump columns. And you're talking about how he can say whatever he wants. One thing he's not supposed to be saying is talking to the other witnesses, in this case, about the case itself. And we saw that photo of Trump and Walt Nauta at Pat's. But we also were told Susie Wiles is on the campaign trail. Margot Martin is another person who often travels with the former president. They are all witnesses in here. And it just kind of underscores the complicated aspect of this case, that these are witnesses who could be in this trial but are also working with him, still, on a daily basis, on his re-election efforts. Now, from Trump's point of view, he's calling this election interference that they're going after, or they're sort of trying to put political or legal pressure on his top political aides for political reasons. That is something he's entitled to say, once again. On the other hand, if they're in the room with him when he's waving around a map, when he's allegedly exposing classified information to people who are not entitled to see it, it turns them into witnesses. Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.